My fellow Americans, I come to you tonight during America's biggest game as a humbled American citizen, duly elected President of the United States of America, and supporter of freedom and equality for all people of our nation and many nations abroad. Over the coming days and weeks, you will experience an unprecedented series of events that will rock the very foundation of everything we have ever known. At times during these days and weeks, messages will be received on your television sets, smartphones, including Apple, Android, and others, tablets, laptops, personal computers, smartwatches, and other strategic devices available to the private sector as well as government agencies worldwide. These messages will not be avoidable, and very close attention should be paid to the instructions of which the messages contain. For the citizens of the United States, our country has been attacked by a radical left group of extremists, part of a global terrorist network of politicians, businessmen, high-ranking government officials, intelligence agencies, and dangerous criminals, collectively known as the cabal. For years, these extremists have flaunted their wealth, power, and technology in the face of all human beings, most of which are struggling to put food on their table and a roof over their head. They have infiltrated every level of government, big tech, big pharma, and have even made their way to the mainstream media, becoming some of the most trusted voices that we have ever known. Over the past several months, as part of a global military alliance with other world leaders, many of these extremists have been detained, arrested, or otherwise captured during a strategic military operation known only by one word: extract. Many of these individuals are now awaiting military trial at several black sites across the world. The crimes committed by this group amount to the worst crimes our world has ever seen. It cannot quite be put into words how many people have suffered at the hands of this satanic cult. Our world has forever changed because of these atrocities. Although we cannot change the past, we can certainly change the future and the outlook for humanity. Together, standing united and strong, our global military alliance has made very strong steps to change the trajectory of humanity's future. This operation continues as we speak, and we will not rest until it is complete. My message tonight is one of calmness, peace, and jubilation. Our unity has been proven to be too strong for this evil group, and God has cast His good grace over our efforts. Please remain calm throughout this process and follow any instructions you were given through the messaging system described earlier in this announcement. For God, country, and the future of humanity, I thank you for your attention and respect. I've been wanting to hear those words for a long time. And I think it's unfortunate that first time I heard those words were from a encrypted message and not from the mouth of our true commander-in-chief. Obviously, this message was meant to be read during the Super Bowl. And when I say, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just trying to collect myself. That's reading it the second time is more powerful than the first. Obviously, that message was meant to be read during the Super Bowl. I say that because the very first line of the message says, during America's biggest game. I can't imagine that it would have been for any other game, especially because it was supposed to be by week's end. Upon reading the message, my first thoughts were, yes, finally, yes. Then I realized that he didn't read it. And when I realized he didn't read it, I sort of got sad again, right? Because if you hear Donald Trump read this during the Super Bowl, you, especially if you're one of us, you are high-fiving.